This is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from the Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And all my messages go from one to the next to the next, and they're all super intertwined, from everyone that comes to me for healings and readings and channelings or contacts me. And yesterday, I did the message around the willow tree a few days ago. And the willow tree is significant because it's around, the message of the willow tree is about heart healing. And there is the story of the willow tree was that a divine masculine energy went to the willow tree to remember his childhood sweetheart. And as it happened, then that is what happened in this lady's case. He had his story. She had come to me because she just said, I was drawn to contact you, and I don't know why, but I was drawn to contact you. And then yesterday, this is the reason why I'm saying this is just the beautiful thing about these connections and why it's so magical, and why Spirit leads us to each other to give messages. Because then I shared in the guidance that came through yesterday about this thing about reaching a stage where you just literally get brought to the stage where you just let go, because it's just sort of like, okay, I totally release all expectations around timing. I just, ultimately let go of the tension around it. And I used the example of my guides gave me the example of when people get pregnant after being told they can never get pregnant. And so and they use that as an example, basically. And then the wonderful thing is the woman, you know who you are, hello, the lady commented to say on the video, she said that's what had happened to her. That is how that she had her third son. She basically just gave up, basically, and then exactly like my guidance was saying, it allows space for miracles to happen, because there is no longer that sort of angsty, tensiony energy. So again, it was so beautiful, because I was like, oh, that's amazing, right? Because that all happened over the last few days. A lot of the messages were because of me and this particular lady had made that connection, and then the messages came out in that way. And then for her to then make a comment against the video to say that is what had happened to her. Her child, her third boy, came in exactly those circumstances. So that's the thing. The magic is there, right? That's what you have to believe in. The magic is there for your connection. There's a reason why we're being brought together. There's a reason why we're being drawn together, because we are part of a soul group that are all helping each other. And, it's things like in the physical, in this dimension, we don't see it. It's not until we delve into it, or like things like this happen, and all the synchronicities and the signs from Spirit and all of the those amazing connections that you're just like, wow, that's incredible, And at the time we don't know it, but then when you look back and then you piece together the jigsaw and you see it and you're like, oh yeah, wow, Spirit really does work in very amazing and mysterious ways. So I have just been shuffling the Work Your Light Oracle. So because we're all here to work our light, to shine bright, then I'm going to use it to say, okay, what do we need to know today? Because it is about shining our light. Oh, look at that, aligning your life. So aligning your life, and look at that, bottom of the deck is about getting grounded. So what needs to change in your life to align to where you need to be, to align to your highest path? So for me, for sure, recently, because I put my back out, I haven't been able to do any exercise, or even yesterday I went for the first walk that I've been able to do in a week. And, it just makes you realize how much, well, for me personally, I really totally rely on that for a lot of the energy work that I do, because every time I go for a walk, I set the intent to take on the golden energy. With every step I take, I imagine a golden or rainbow path. and I release as I'm walking. And that has been a massive gap. And in the mornings I do classes with my friends every morning, like an exercise class, and just not having that for like a week has been like crazy. So I really need that and doing, so we all have little things that we do to help us align, basically. And that's why the message is saying get grounded at the bottom, because do the things that align you to your highest path. Basically, this is what this is saying. So what in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life, and when you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learnt to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pulled this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were, or the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. So what in your life is not aligned or needs to change? So over the last, sort of like how many, like week, or I can't remember when the messages really started coming through really strongly around accepting yourself, so self-acceptance, and just sort of, like trusting where you are for your path, and believing in yourself, and listening into your intuition, and trusting your intuition, and knowing that you're exactly where you need to be. And if you do have any of those niggles and doubts and fears and things that we all naturally have, I'm not good enough, I'm not this enough, and blah 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 blah, that we constantly, the back chat that is just like constant. It's about getting grounded and use methods that just quietens that down, because it's all like a mental practice, right? And that's definitely the things that we need to remove out of our life by practicing methods to stop that process, right? And so really good ways of doing that is like in the morning, like I always say, imagine getting into a bubble, and in that bubble you've got your intent for the day. You're just like getting out of the bed into this little bubble of energy that you've put in all of the amazing things that you want to feel, experience, joy, love, reunion with self, and and then watch the magic happen. But it's a daily practice. It doesn't come. It does come. Well, it's still, you still have to think about it. It comes more naturally the longer you do it. But like anything, it is still. It's like it's making sure that you turn up for yourself every single day. That's the message. So I'm going to share letter 103 because the lady also said that her little boy, which is like a miracle, that that the synchronicity was like there. I was like, oh, that's so great. And his baby weight, she mentioned his baby weight in the comment, and it was £10.3. So that's 103, right? So I'm going to read letter 103. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. Okay, I've sang this song with my twin. So you are my beauty, my wonder of the universe, my littlest hobo that I want to come home to. I feel the draw in my heart, the draw towards you, like a chain that goes between us, pulling us by the heart. No one else feels anywhere near the same. It's pointless even trying to deny it anymore. I'm totally and utterly in love with you, hook, line, and sinker. I have fallen big time, and I just can't wait to be able to hold you in my arms, caress your face, Feel our skins touching one another and our bodies lying next to each other. That is the way I want to spend the rest of my life, with you, only you. Okay, so that was book one. So The Littlest Hobo, if anyone doesn't know, this is brilliant. Like when I was a kid, it was like, there's a place, da 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 da. Everywhere I go, I need a new home. Da da da. Anyway, and I've sang that, done that with my twin, and so that's brilliant. I love it. So I want you. This is book 2, and it is I want you, plain and simple. These 3 words are what I think about all the time. Wanting you, desiring you, wanting us to be together in our blissful sexual union. I desire your body. I love you. I guess there's lots of 3 words that I think of when I think of you. I love you. I desire you. I want you. All of you. You are me. I am you. We are one. One soul, 2 bodies, desiring and yearning so badly to come back together again, to spread our light and love in our beautiful union, to experience our sacred bliss. Love, light, passion. Oh, it's just like, so it gives me shivers every time. So again, thank you so much for making all the comments, or for emailing me, or you know, for all of the things, because it's like literally it's through everyone that either comes to me for a channeling or a healing, or you know, this is how the messages happen, because you know, that's how it gets created, because we all are weaving this like little blanket of love, you know, through all of the through how spirit is orchestrating this all. And it just, things like this just make me really, really realize that, yeah, 100%, you know, 100% that we're all being brought together for a purpose. So, the call of your heart sparks the truth of your soul. You are right following your heart and listening to your heart. Your heart, my heart, our heart will lead us back together. The sound of our drum beating will be a call out into the crowds, and will magnetize us like 2 moths to a very bright flame. Feel the power of love. Watch the universe unfold like magic around you. I am the universe. The universe lives within us. It's very sorry. Very. We are the universe. Look for me, search for me within you, and you will surely find me everywhere around you. For I am love that lives in you. Wow, so it talks about the magnetizing there. So I'm just going to share, because this letter that I did for that lady the other day is right here. So I'm just going to share this channeling as well, because it's very, you know, on point for that last letter. So there is a white light that is powering the source of the universe. The power of light is the love force that runs through every living being and every living creation. You and me, we are born of that light. We are made out of the vibration and frequency of divine love. Our truth is powering the light in our spirit. We have grown in our light. We are stronger today than we were yesterday. Know that this is our truth. We are training our light bodies to take on higher frequencies. As we do this, our life and surroundings will change. Our experience will transform. It is purely a case of magnetics, magnetic attraction. We will magnetize to each other when our time is right. Believe in the power of light. So brilliant, right? I'm saying that Berry's like munching away on a yogurt pop. So what am I going to do? The other thing is it's spring equinox here. So with the equinox, it's like actually feels like spring today as well. So we've got a bit of sun, which is amazing. And it feels really like, yeah, the everything's starting to blossom. There's like a cherry tree with the blossom coming out. So just remember that we are like nature, right? There are times when we need to hibernate. There are times where we need to have a quiet time. And then there's a time that we need to really blossom. And you're in your blossoming phase. We are all blossoming together. So the Good Tarot, last one. Let's have a little look what the Good Tarot wants us to know. Because again, I love this deck. The artwork is amazing and it's just gorgeous. And so we're going to finish with a bit of, sorry about Bowie making, it's just, I gave him a yogurt pot and so he's still playing with it. There you go. And yes, so the Good Tarot, what is the message that Good Tarot wants to give us today? And it is, and so the Good Tarot, what does our twin want us to know today to help us, basically? So let's have a little look. Oh, the Ace of, look, it's the winged horse, the white winged horse. The Pegasus winged horse. Whoa. So I said that in a healing. I saw that recently. I can't remember when that was. That was about a week ago. And I saw that her and her twin, they were like little blue fairies being picked up by a white winged horse and then taken to this. It looked like the little beehive cones in a blue planet. It was gorgeous. Anyway, the white winged horse, there you go. So if you're watching this video, then this is extra special for you. That's a bit like what it looked like, what I saw. So Ace of Air, amazing. So this is the message for today, the Ace of Air, and it is this: destiny and fate, the law of karma, powerful forces of transformation are at work, and synchronicity. Well, definitely synchronicity's been at work, for sure. So meaningful coincidences and forces beyond any human control are operating in my life now for the highest good. Things are happening now with great velocity. I can expect quick results that will lead me forward with excellent information. Wow. There we go. That's what I feel like we've just definitely got, especially about confirmation about that message. The lady, just the fact that my guys are telling me about the pregnancy, and it's like when you really feel like you've just given up, and that's when people get pregnant. Not in all cases, of course, but they just gave me that example. And then the lady said, yeah, that's what happened to her. And that's all of these things, it's all like those seeming coincidences, although we know that there's no such thing as coincidence. We are led to get these messages at the right time for all of our evolution on this path. So, and that's a miracle. That's something to be grateful for every single day, because without those, we wouldn't be here, and we certainly wouldn't still be, putting one foot in front of the other every single day to grow, to go further and further on our soul path. So there you go. That's the message for today. If you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling, or to get any of my books, they're all available on Amazon, and details are all in the link against this video. But in the meantime, thank you again for everyone that comes to me, sends me emails, for, just like I said, these messages don't happen without you, without people commenting, without people coming to me because that's how I see things, and that's how we all get the messages, because we're all so connected. It's beyond, it's a wonderful thing to see when you really, really appreciate it, and you really think, wow, yes, we as a soul group are coming together to help each other, to help stand strong in the light of our souls. So there we go. Thank you so much. And in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.